In the early 20th century, a storm was brewing that would forever change the course of history. Picture the year 1914, a world divided by powerful empires brimming with nationalism, imperialism, militarism, and entangled alliances. These were the seeds that would soon sprout into the first global conflict known as World War I.
The powers of the world were split into two major alliances. On one side, the Central Powers, primarily Germany, Austria-Hungary, and the Ottoman Empire. On the other side, the Allies, consisting of the United Kingdom, France, and Russia, with the United States joining later in 1917. The spark that ignited this volatile situation was the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria in June 1914. This single event set off a chain reaction, leading to a series of war declarations that quickly spread across the globe. The war was characterized by its brutal trench warfare, a grueling stalemate where soldiers lived, fought, and often died in long, narrow ditches carved into the earth. From the muddy trenches of the Western Front to the harsh winters of the Eastern Front, millions of soldiers experienced the horrors of modern warfare. The Battle of the Somme, the Battle of Verdun, and the Gallipoli campaign were some of the most significant and deadliest battles. The war also saw the introduction of new, devastating weapons such as machine guns, tanks, and poison gas, making it one of the deadliest conflicts in human history. But the impact of the war was not limited to the battlefields. It reached into every corner of society. Women stepped into roles previously held by men, working in factories and fields, serving as nurses, even acting as spies. Propaganda fueled the war effort, shaping public opinion, and rationing became a part of everyday life as resources were redirected to the war effort. Finally, after 4 long years of conflict and an estimated 9 million combatants killed, an armistice was signed on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month in 1918. The war was over, but the end of the war was not the end of its impact. The Treaty of Versailles, signed in 1919, imposed heavy penalties on Germany and redrew the map of Europe, sowing the seeds for future conflict. The war also led to the formation of the League of Nations, the precursor to the United Nations, in an attempt to prevent such a devastating war from happening again. In summary, World War I, a conflict born out of nationalism, imperialism, militarism, and complex alliances, transformed the world. It introduced new forms of warfare, reshaped societies, and set the stage for future global conflicts. Its impact can still be felt today, a century later, reminding us of the devastating consequences of war and the importance of striving for peace.